Hey, hey, hey. Happy Wednesday. Y'all know it's your girl, Asha Noel. It's hump day, but we here to chat about some things on Sophisticated Chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell the people, okay? Come on in. Tell the people what we'll be talking about. Um, just to get some housekeeping out the way while I'm waiting for the people to come in. I'm going to pin this post because, as you all know, I am co-founder of Sophisticated. Well, founder of Sophisticated Chats, co-founder of iPop Collective, and iPop Collective is an organization where not just women but men we come together, and we just like to throw events to create a networking environment, non-judgmental for especially Black owned business owners to come and network, share their businesses, maybe even barter services, support each other in some type of way to help their business grow. So we want to create connections. We want to create memories. We want to support the community. We have so much coming up in store. I'm excited. The holiday season, the winter holiday seasons are my favorite. We have so much coming up. But until then, we have our annual stretch on the lake where me, your girl, Asha Noel, is the instructor for a stretch session where I'm stretching your body out, okay? And it feels amazing. We do this stretching on the lake. It is a free session, okay? So you're getting good vibes, good environment, good energy. You leave feeling amazing because the stretches that we do are very, very intentional. So the stretches are intentional to make sure that you get up feeling like you got a new body almost, okay? And if you do these stretches at home, it can definitely benefit and help you. It increases your flexibility. You feel aligned, you feel good, you can breathe more because we also practice breathing techniques while we're doing these stretches. I don't want you to injure yourself or fall out because you hold your breath because I pushed the leg a little bit back a little further, okay? So I am very careful doing these stretch sessions when I am stretching you, but it's very, very necessary. It's a great way to start off your Saturday morning. We do it every Saturday. We didn't have it every Saturday last summer, so I'm excited about that. We do it every Saturday at 8 a.m. Please register. Although this session is free, we ask you to register because sometimes we have little goodies and gifts that we want to give out at the session. But we also need to be able to communicate with you in case there are any cancellations due to weather conditions or anything of that nature, or if we need to change the location. We want to be able to inform you of those things, especially if it's last minute. So definitely register, although it's free. But I'm telling y'all, this is something that you want to attend. It is so refreshing. It feels so good. The people be wanting this a pop that I give them in that lower back, baby. It feels amazing. I'm no chiropractor, but I have enough student loan debts to let you know that I did pass my anatomy class. Okay. I know the body just a little bit. But yeah, yours truly, I guide the sessions. We have nice calming music playing. It's a great vibe. So just tell y'all, come check it out. I have this place below the link, but I also pinned it in the comments. So you can click the link inside the comments too to check us out. But yes, that's iPop Collective. And if you don't know, iPop starts we started this last year, and we just wanted to provide something for everybody, not just women. IPOP stands for I Am Powerful on Purpose. So this is kind of ministry that we're doing as well. We are all God-fearing women, the members of IPOP. We believe this is part of our purpose here on earth and for the kingdom, just to bring people together, help inspire, uplift, encourage, uh, help people prosper in their businesses, whatever the case may be. You never know who you may meet at our events because we connect with so many people, especially across the city of Chicago. We all do so much. Me being a winemaker, a dancer, and now a podcast host. I talk to a lot of people. I'm very social. I'm at a lot of events all the time. Other members are bartenders. They have their own real estate. They're real estate agents, videographers, own logistics companies. Like, okay, we know somebody that do it all. Even if they're not a member with us, we know people. We know caterers, event planners, decor, event planners and decorators, and so many different people, massage therapists, nail techs, hairdressers, hair care, skin care, body care. Like, we have a lot of connections already. So I'm telling you, you want to be at our events, you never know who you might meet and what you may need. Okay. So just want to get that housekeeping out the way. Make sure y'all join our stretch on the lake. Again, it's every Saturday at 8 a.m. So let's get into the topic, okay? Tonight, I won't be before you long because I'm hungry. But I wanted to talk about dating, guys. Dating. I know this topic is discussed a lot, but me personally, I haven't really talked about it much because that's just not where I was in my life. Like, I wasn't dating because I was in an exclusive relationship. Although I wasn't married, I was in an exclusive committed relationship, and dating wasn't on my mind. Hey, good evening, Carla, my Virgo sister. But yeah, dating wasn't on my mind. I would say about a year and a half ago. Okay. um it's still kind of not on my mind because the things that I've heard, the experiences that I've already had, and the things I've been reading, I mean, it's just me and Jesus right now. Okay, it's me and Jesus. I show interest in people show interest in me. you know that's not going to ever stop. They were doing that when I was with somebody, but this dating game is crazy, y'all. So I just want to chit chat with y'all about it. What y'all think, how it is, like, how is dating in 2024? Like, if you can describe it based off your experiences, like good, bad, you know what I'm saying? You like, forget it, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. Like, where y'all at? How y'all feeling about it? Because I done heard some stories, and just from a woman, being a woman from that perspective, it's like a lot of men that's like, they out here like pick me's, but they're pick me's, but then they don't want to put forth the effort. It's like courting, and the chase is like played out. Some of these men like, hey, what you got to bring to the table? Because I know you want my money. Do you got some? Do you got your own? But like, it's almost like they're like flipping the script. They like, nah, we just not the providers. I need to know you got me if this happened, and blah blah blah. They want to make sure, which, okay, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? You want a woman to be established. I can agree with that, right? It's a two-way street. But me being established should not determine, whether you're, especially, I feel like if you're approaching me and you ask me out on a date, you have something to prove to me. If that makes sense. Like, you're trying to get me to believe that you're the one I should choose to date and to be exclusive with. And let's be real, you want my goodies. You don't just want my good company, you want my goodies too. So you have to convince me that you're deserving of that. Okay? Not just my time and my energy, but my goodies. Because let's be real, we're adults on here. It's the Fish the Right to Chat. We're gonna talk about the real. Ain't nobody out here dating just to find somebody to talk to on the phone or text and go to the movies with. You want companionship and you want intimacy and you want the goodies. Okay? Let's just be for real. All right? So you got to make me feel like you deserving of that. And I'm not even coming from a spiritual aspect, because yes, we shouldn't be fornicating, we should be doing none of that. But realistically, that's on your mind when you're sexually attracted to someone and dated somebody new. You're not just dating them because they got a good credit score. Or are you? I'm just saying that might be what it is. He can look any kind of way if his credit score is that 750 and above, whatever your judge is, whatever floats your boat. I'm just saying, as for me, you gotta convince me that you're deserving of my body, my mind, my soul, my time, my energy, my everything. I'm naturally a nurturing woman. So I can spoil my mate really quickly. They'll get spoiled and comfortable really fast, because and I had to realize that, because that can also be kind of toxic. You can really in the wrong one child, giving them all that, and they don't want to leave you alone because you didn't treated them and made them feel so good. Okay, so you got to reel it in, and I'm you got to reel it in. I can see in 2024 and moving forward, you got to reel it in. You can't be too quick to do a whole lot for the guys. Okay. Um, Yeah. So I want to know what y'all thinking. Dating in 2024, how is it? What are you looking for? What are the questions to ask? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just talk about it all. I don't think, I think I will ask the basic questions. I won't try to go too far, like on a first date. But within that first month, I need to know, like, what are your goals? What are your plans? Do you want to be married? Of course, if you have children, if you do have children, how's your co-parenting with the other parent? Those things are important, because, you know, they say 1 to 3 months that person don't count. If you date somebody 3 months or less, they don't even really count. But to me, at my big age, few years from 40, I don't got 3 months to ask those questions that I can know in a couple weeks. I don't think that's digging too deep too soon. I need to know these things before I waste my time. I'm not giving you 3 months to find out how you co-parent. Like, because in those 3 months, eventually I should hear you talk about your kids, or you tell me you not free this weekend because you got your kids or something. Like, there should be some type of interaction with your kid and the other parent in 3 months. To me, 1 month, because how often do you see your kids? Now I really have questions. Because we've been talking for 3 months and you ain't never been with your kids, and you just got all this time for me. I am, in my mind, me being the person I am gonna be thinking like, when do they spend time with their kids? When do they see their kids? Okay, what kind of parent is this person? Do they have a relationship with their kids? Like, you got to think about that. I don't know. Women might think a little bit further than men too when it comes to that, but I am thinking about all that. Because if I'm with you, I don't want to be with no deadbeat. I don't want to be with somebody that thinks just because they pay their child support on time, they don't have to see their child on a regular basis. It's balance. Like, are you actively in your child's life? Because then I'm thinking, what if we do like each other and we planning for the future? I'm dating for a purpose. I'm not dating just to be dating. So I'm dating for someone who could be potentially a lifetime partner, right? What if we have children? How are you going to be if we end up not being together anymore? You just completely dismiss yourself from this child. It's like, so those things are important. I feel like that you should know. um I don't know about asking about a credit score on the first date, but you can ask like occupation. What do you do? Do you have any businesses? How long have you been in business? Do you have an entrepreneurial background or passion? I think those things, let me get to know you. What are your passions in life? What do you love the most? How's your relationship with your parents? Do you have a relationship with your parents? I feel like all these are good questions, right? Like, yes, no. But what y'all think? What are good questions to ask on a first date or while dating? Let's say those first 3 months, because after 3 months, it's starting to count now. You really feeling this person. Apparently, you didn't gave them time. You didn't gave them 90 days. That's the probationary period. Okay, you must be feeling them a little bit if it's past these 3 months, these 90 days. Like that's a lot of time, especially if you're talking frequently and you're spending time with each other. You know, you should know what should you know within, let's say, the first 3 months instead of the first date. Those first 3 months, by 3 months, what all you should know about that person. Should you know their credit score by then? I'm bringing that up a lot because I think that is important. This kind of stuff is important, and not to sound cliche, but you just need to make sure people are who they say they are, and they're doing what they say to do. Because anybody can say, and I'm guilty of it. I've been I've been in a place where I had to act like I got it all together. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. It's a lot of people out here that still do that a lot. So it's like, what's the secret? If you got it together, what's the secret, and why not share it? Ain't nobody asking for your social security number. I'm just making sure you established. I'm just making sure when we connect, we're gonna be good. So when is that appropriate to ask? When is it appropriate time to ask that? And then now I feel like with it being so many social tags, and we have, of course, we have the community where we can identify. We live in a world where we can identify as something that we weren't born as. So is that like a question you have to ask when dating now? Like, what do you identify as? What should I call you? She, her, or him, he, or they? Like, I think it's getting difficult in 2024. You got to make sure. You even probably got to ask a person, like, what are you into? What do you consider yourself? Your sexuality? Are you a pansexual, bisexual, heterosexual? Are you transgender? You got to ask all these questions. I feel like they should want to tell you this, but some people might not just be forthcoming and say this either on the first date or within the 3 months. Hey, brother. Jump on in. We talking about dating in 2024, So I'm just discussing different things, like what are in the first 3 months, what should you know about the person? What questions do you need to ask that don't seem inappropriate? Like what's the appropriate questions to ask from the first date up until this 90-day probation period? Because they say if it's 3 months or less, it don't really count. So once you hit that 3 month, you should know quite a bit, especially if you talk frequently. You know what I'm saying? They say it's P in the day. Here come the shenanigans. I just love when you join me, brother. Tell me what attracts you to me. Okay, that's a good question. You want to know that outside of my looks, what else is attracting me to you? That is a good question because, again, what could it be? What could it be? What is that up here? Hold on. There we go. So that's a good one. What attracts me to you? What do you like about me outside of my beauty? No, for real though, there are some things you need to know up front. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what is appropriate to ask up front? Like, because some people be like, I need to know your credit score on the first date. I need to know how much money you make on the first date. You got kids? How's your co-parenting with the other parent? You know, hey cousin, what's up, cuz? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chime on in whenever you want to. We talking about dating 2024. It's It's Hurricane Burl out here. Okay, it's from what I'm hearing and what I experienced. It almost make you want to go get that old thing back and be like, I mean, let me just go deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Because this issue is for the birds. Some of the stuff that people say, like for real, men or women or both. Exactly. Like, what is your preference? Like, you got men out here that's bi, but they don't openly say that. And then you're 6 months in and falling in love with this person, and now you gotta get out of this situation that you didn't let your emotions get out of if that's not something you're into. Y'all, it's crazy out here. Children is big. Yes, sexuality is big in 2024. How's your relationship with your parents? Have you been to prison? Yes. Like, are those appropriate to ask on the first date? I know within the first 3 months, yes. I I mean 3 months. Should you meet parents in 3 months? I don't think you meet parents in 3 months, but at least let me know your relationship with them if I don't see you interact with them. Um, Not just the first date though, but I'm just saying, when when should you meet the parents? When should you meet when y'all think you should meet the parents? Like how long should you be with a person before you introduce them to the parents? 'Cause I know my daddy knows. Like my daddy can know absolutely nothing until I'm ready. Cause yeah, it's yes. That's what I'm saying. Like what is the co-parenting? When does the co-parenting kick in? Like how is that? When do you ask that? When you fall in love? Oh, that's yeah, because then like, okay, I could be with I feel like I see myself with this person for a while. Let me go and tell my mom and my daddy, this person, then snatch my soul. That could be a while. Yeah, because falling in love, the older I'm getting, I feel like falling in love is not like this fairy tale thing that we've seen in the Disney movies and in the romance movies. Love at first sight. I mean, to each his own, but maybe because of my personal experiences, I feel like you choose who you're going to fall in love with because you're choosing what you want to deal with and what you're willing to accept because no person is perfect. Everybody has flaws. So once you're with a person for a while and you see like and you really don't see it all. I feel like you don't really know a person until you like live with them. But then we have the spiritual aspect that tells us we shouldn't be living together. But I mean, dating a person for a few months and actually living with that person for a few months can be a totally different person. Especially if y'all just going out somewhere together all the time when y'all are together and kicking it, Netflix and chilling. You're not really with that person day to day to see how they operate in a household. So I feel like that is super important. Like I need to see all that before I be like, I love you. It's not just a feeling anymore. Like it's a choice. I need to see all aspects of who you are, how you operate, all that. I need to see how you interact with the other parent of your child. I need to see how you interact with your child, how you raise your child. How active are you? Just paying child support does not make you an active parent. It makes you a financial responsible parent. Like and that's still questionable because if you financially responsible anyway, you wouldn't need child support. I'm just saying, but I know sometimes child support is necessary for people that just can't get it together. If you can't come to an agreement with stuff, you just need to let the courts lay everything out for you because it's too much drama. The child can't even come to a mutual agreement for your own child. So no, it's not about just somebody being financially responsible. It just creates organization, I guess. Thank God I didn't have to do that. It's what in the Bible, not to shack up. That's what they call it. I don't think so. I don't think that's in the Bible. I think that's just from tradition. They're telling us, not to do it because it can lead to sinful acts, because you're tempting yourself. You're putting yourself into temptations way. Like, you can be tempted to do things that you shouldn't be doing if you're that close and intimate with a person. Hey, Bridget, I miss you. What's up, boo? Welcome back. Yeah, cause so it's like, I think that's just they trying to prevent you from trying to make so many mistakes. I guess, like, don't do it. It's a setup. It's a setup for failure. Like, if and let's be real, if you sexually attracted to this person, you gonna have some slip ups. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, I believe God can do anything, but that flesh be fleshing. And if you laying next to some sexy flesh every night, you gonna want to get fleshy, huh? That's not in the Bible, but the Bible urges us to flee fornication, living together. At some point, we gonna be touching. Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, you gonna be touching, because you're not laying next to me every night like that, as fan as you are, and we ain't touching. Some biceps or triceps, yes, Lord. Okay. My sophisticated is in the building. Y'all see, y'all be feeling me. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Flesh be fleshing. So that's where the shacking up comes from. It's like, once you do that, it's like, you know what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe you still need a trial and just ask God to give you strength. Like, we need to live together at least a month before. Uh, I don't know. Like, something needs to happen. Like, I need to see this first. I need to see you first. I'm gonna pack my overnight bag, my spending the night bag, and come to your house for like a month and see what happened. Like, I just need to wake up and go to sleep to you every day for like 30 days. You know, they say it takes 30 days to create a habit. So in 30 days, you can really see how this person move, what they do. Like, when they come in the house, do they keep their shoes everywhere, or are they organized? Do they have a place for everything? You know what I'm saying? Like me, I got a place for everything. So even when my stuff is chaotic, it's like organized chaos. Like, you still know what to find and say, even though it might be clothes all over there on that couch. I know all those clothes is like my summer clothes, or all those clothes is my bottoms, or, you know what I'm saying? It's still organized chaos. Like, I know where it is. It might look messy, but I know where it is. But what's not gonna be messy is my kitchen and my bathroom, ever. Like, ever. It can't. 6 packs, yes. Like, what? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, so this whole dating thing, and you literally not supposed to live with this person and just date them and be wild, and you know, dating is fun. Especially, I would give it that first year, and you don't live with that person, then they propose to you, and now y'all engaged to be married. You marry this person and you move in with them, and they're like totally different, or they messy, or they junky, or I don't know, like. You might, when you dating, you only smell him when he come, when y'all, him or her, when they on a date, they got on the best perfume and cologne. But when you at their house, you can really smell they BO. Like, I want to smell. I want to smell like how your body smell when you first wake up in the morning, when you ain't got no fresh cologne, and you get in the shower, when you come home from the gym and you sweaty. I need to know how you smell. Is that weird? Like, I just want to know that. Y'all, am I gonna be single for the rest of my life? Ah, I'm just saying. I just need to know how you move. I need to know how you handle, you know, do you wait till your garbage is overflowing before you take it out? Or do you take it out when you can't push the lid back to put nothing in there no more? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, for me, I got a slight case of OCD. I just need to know you're not messy. I need to know that you clean and you're sanitary. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, y'all saying I'm not weird. Hey, friend, what's up, girl? My Alpop sister in the house, y'all. Say hey to my Alpop sister, Ciatrice, aka CC. But yeah, we talking about dating, girl. You know, okay. So it's just like all those things are important, but what's coming up to that point before we even get to okay, let's move in to see how each other is living together. We got to get to that point. And the again, going back to those first 3 months of dating, what all should you know by then? Like what's too far? What's too soon? What's inappropriate? Like, so I think we touched on you should know sexual preferences because again, now people can identify as whatever they want to. Um, People have different sexual preferences. They can be heterosexual, but they may be bisexual. They may be pansexual. They may be a sapiosexual. Like let's find that out. Who and what do you like? Heavy on the what do you like to be intimate with, or what satisfies you intimately? Because sexual intercourse is not the only way to be intimate. We know that some people might only like foreplay or cosplay. I mean, people out here just into different stuff. Okay. And I'm just saying, like, for real, like, this world is uh, the stories, y'all, I've been reading, they can't be true. And you get to that point by asking the right questions. Some may be difficult to address, but you have to ask at some point. Absolutely. These questions have to be asked. So when, you can try to go with the flow, see how things flowing. But I'm not going to lie. Within them 3 months, I need to know if you ever cheated before. I need to know. I need to know, like, I ain't gonna say your credit score, but I need to know your plan. I need to know if you established. You ain't gotta tell me all that your credit score and stuff, but I need to know what your plans are. I need to know how you interact with your kids. I need to, if you have them, I need to know how you interact with your parents. I need to know how you co-parent. Again, I said all some of this before, but some people just coming in. So I'm sorry if I'm being too repetitious for some of y'all that's been in here. Because that's the stuff we touched on. So just letting them know, like we talked about that, like those are important because that also I feel like gives you a peek, like a little snippet of the character of that person. Like how do you handle conflict? Like I'm telling y'all, I'm weird. I nothing is too soon to know if we dating with purpose. All right. Huh? Say that, sis. I mean, and I can agree with that. If we date with purpose, let's get to it. What you want to know? Because I'm asking you all these questions. You can ask me too. Get in my business. Because I tell you, that's the whole point where we're doing this, right? We need to know each other. And we ain't doing nothing but getting older. We not 21 and we past 31. So baby, let's get to it. Let's get into it. Let's chit chat. Okay? It can be as sophisticated or as ratchet as you want. But we need to discuss both. Can you handle a sophisticated woman or a sophisticated man? Because we're a handful, child. We're a handful. We have amazing balance, but that's why we're a handful. Because we'll give you what you want and what you need when you need it and when you want, when it's necessary. Because at the end of the day got to end. Okay. That's the thing. People are dating for purpose. Folks don't know what they want. You know what? Let me read this because you just touched on something that I was reading earlier. I was reading up on this and it says, what does dating look like in 2024? From the stories I've heard, y'all, I don't believe this, but this is what they're saying. Singles are going to be dating more intentionally. They're going to be more willing to put themselves out there and be looking for people who align with the goals they set for themselves in 2024. Okay, so I ain't gonna say that's a full lie, because I feel like people do want to align themselves with people that they have similarities such as goals or interests. You know, you want to make sure you have those important things in common, because or else it's gonna get boring really, really fast. If we only got one or two things in common, we gotta like more than the same kind of movies. We gotta like more than bowling, okay? Because these bowling dates is getting played out, okay? It be messing up my no chip, and I'm like a germaphobe. I don't even be want to put my fingers in the holes no more. You know, like bowling is not even fun for me anymore. I used to love it, but I it's like you got to have way more than just a couple things in common. So I would agree with that part of it, but I don't think everybody's dating with intention. I think people that are dating intentionally with a purpose, of course, um, they're looking for alignment. You're looking to be equally yoked. I can definitely agree with that. Like we got to be equally. That's one thing I know I will ask, and that's without giving. Do you believe in God, and do you have a relationship? That's so important for me right now. If that's a no, or you looking up at the sky, or tell me that you pray, or you know God, or you used to go to church with your grandma when you was little, it's a wrap. Okay. Um. Yeah. You can go back to New Mount, Holy Zion, on the paper trail of Mount City, Valley Low, High, Wide. Go back there. Missionary Baptist Apostolic Episcopal Church of God in Christ. Go back there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. You got to know him for yourself. That is a good first date question. What are your goals and aspirations? Definitely. Definitely need to know your goals and aspirations. Do you have a plan? And are you operating in that plan? Okay? What where you are in production with these things that you say you want to do. That's definitely important to me. Okay? That resonates with me well. Are you operating and are you in motion with the plans that you have? At this point, again, because we're not 21 and we passed 31, we're not quite at 41. It got to be some motion towards these plans and goals and aspirations that you have, or else it's just living rent free in your head, and that's not gonna benefit me, baby. It's not gonna benefit me because I already know I'm going to be an expensive wife, so I need a husband that does not mind buying expensive things. And not because I'm materialistic, it's because that I have an acquired taste. And it's just some things I can't afford right now. But even if I can afford it myself, I'm gonna need my husband to not mind getting those things for me either. So these goals and aspirations need to end in you being very wealthy. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Those are things people need to know. I don't mind saying that on the first date. I'm expecting you to be able to spoil me. I want to be spoiled. Anything I ask my man for, I want him to be able to get it. And it ain't gonna be nothing. I ain't gonna be like, go buy me a private jet. I ain't gonna be extreme like that. You know, even though, you know, if God say go, go. Okay. God bless you on your journey. Okay. Because I'm not going to put a limit on God and what he can do. Amen. All right. A question that a friend of mine asked on a date: are you dating anyone else, or is anyone dating you? Listen. Listen. Because the people be out here claiming folk, and the folk don't be claiming them back. So that is a very good question. Okay? Are you dating anyone else? And it's okay if you are, because it's the beginning. It's the first date. Especially if you're very attractive, it's not going to be shocking that you're already dating somebody else. That's why I be like, if people who think that they shouldn't tell people that, that's what dating is. You're getting to know people to see who is your person. So you might date 2 or 3 people at one time. I hope you're not sexually active with 2 or 3 at the same time. But if you're dating and getting to know multiple people, that's what dating is. So if you're dating someone else, just say that. Just say that. It's okay. It's okay. But if you say you're not dating somebody, still go down that list and make sure that them somebodies is not dating you. Okay? Because they could be walking around telling people y'all exclusive and y'all together and you out here, as my brother just said, shopping around. Okay? So that needs to be clear. And if you're not clear on that, I need you to go ask that person, hey, we cool, right? We like just go clear that up. Because I don't want nobody in my DMs once we go public talking about some, yeah, he just texted me the other day saying he missed me and want to see me. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? It's always a good question in the beginning of dating. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I think that coincides with asking, what are your goals and aspirations? I will hope those goals and aspirations are somewhere in that 5 to 10 year plan. I would definitely hope so. If it's not together by then, I won't be around to see that. Okay. I will not. I will not. Okay. So those are good questions. What are your plans? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Um, Another thing that I read, let me go back to it, about what should be your age limit on dating. Now I gotta hear this from y'all. Because we got different age groups in here in this here chatterization too. So come on, Sophista Ratchets. You ain't got to tell your age, but what age? I need 2 answers. What is the youngest you should date? And what is the oldest? Like, what should that age gap be? Whether they're younger than you or older than you, what is that gap? And you don't have to base it off your age right now, just period. Like, what do you think what a good age gap is where you won't have like social this weird social, I don't even know what to call it, but like what is like a socially acceptable age difference, if that makes sense. So like you still got to have something in common, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you like 20 years apart, what are you talking about? Like, what outside of probably movies and maybe some hobbies, but if they 20 years older than you and you 20, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on the low end. Like I use 20 as like the lowest age. If somebody's 20 years older than you, they're not gonna be trying to club with you, go out to the clubs and get no sections and turn up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be trying to go out when it's time for them to go to sleep. So what do y'all think is like a socially appropriate, acceptable age range of who you should date? I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, I'm starting to see y'all answers just on Facebook now. It is not coming up. It's not coming up on here now, so I'm gonna read what I got on from here. Wait, cause I didn't see. Brother John says was talking about serial dating, and Taylor say, "Do you sleep with your socks on or off? Because if you sleep with them on, I gotta bounce." Listen, I'm just not seeing this coming because I don't know why y'all comments just stop popping up from Facebook now. That is so irritating that it does that after a certain amount of time. The last comment I saw was Willie Taylor saying shopping around. That's crazy. And then it just stopped out of nowhere. I don't know why. I got to see what's to that. But Carla, you said 3. So 3 years. But wait, I got to go back to this sock thing because it's a sanitary thing for me. If you walked around the house in these socks that picked up all this dust on the floor, especially if you have hardwood floors, because let's just be real, your floors is not spick and span waxed every day, all day. They get a little dusty. So if you're walking around in socks and then you get in the bed with those socks, I am going to go crazy. This is outside of the rule that you're not even supposed to get in the bed with outside clothes on or without taking a shower or bath. Okay? Don't. Oh, yeah, my blood pressure going up from that. Like, seriously, do not get in the bed with socks on, especially the same socks you've been walking around the house in. Moving on. That just vexed my spirit. It really did. So, oh, Taylor said he's always dated the same age or younger. Really? Okay. I've always dated older, but not super older. Like the oldest I've dated older than me was 8 years. Yeah. I think that's okay. I think 10 years and under is okay. Me personally, both ways. Okay. John said 20 years would be too much. Definitely. That's too much. Especially 20 years for me, I'll be 37 in a couple months. What am I gonna do with a 57-year-old that's almost 60? Unless they're like super active. Because don't get me wrong, some of these bearded gray haired men out here is looking real good. But I don't know if they can still go with me to the amusement park and get on the roller coaster with me and my son, who's half my age. Heart attack? No, I'm not trying to be a widow early because my husband tried to go get on the Viper with us at Six Flags, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to really like that's I have siblings in their 50s. So it's like, come on. I don't think it'll be 10 years or 10 years or younger for me. You can go 15 years, brother. Okay. 15 years older or younger or both. Yes, a heart attack. Like I'm gonna feel like what's her name on Color Purple. They said how he died. She said on top of me. Like that's what it's giving. It's giving Color Purple with Mr. Down on top. If I'm 37, he 57, like, and for what I told, my peak is just now about to come. Like I'm about to get a peak. I'm scared. Because if my peak is more than where I'm already am and trying to suppress it because I'm trying to be abstinent and celibate, either one you could say either one because at this point, whatever you call it, it may be a slip up somewhere between now and marriage. Okay. I'm just being honest. God knows the heart. That's why he loves me because it's pure and it's transparent. Okay. Younger. Okay. 15 years younger. He said definitely not older. That's why I have to ask though, because listen, somebody might want some sugar daddies and sugar mamas that don't want no sugar. And that's giving me 15 years older. Okay. They ain't gonna want nothing but your time and your conversation. But I pray to God that, you know, in my age, when I'm over 60, I still would want to be active. I would, you know, even if the reproductive system isn't, you know, producing anything. You should, I feel like it's okay to still be active at that age, like senior citizen age, 65 and above. Hey, Jessica. Everybody's coming in. That's coming in from Facebook. Hi. That's my birthday twin, Jessica. I don't know why I can't see y'all comments. I can only see it on my phone. But the question is right now, we're saying we're talking about dating. So we've been through what you can ask on the first date or the first 3 months, what is appropriate to ask. And then we're discussing an appropriate age, like socially acceptable, like where you still have things in common, where it wouldn't like be a big barrier because of the age difference. So what is a good age, whether it's older or younger? How many years older or younger seems appropriate to date, where you can still have things in common? You know what I'm saying? Well, it won't be weird, or people thinking you dating your granddaddy. Even though we saying this quite often, like it's normal now. To be honest, it used to be hidden, like in the '90s. It was a little hidden, but now you got the women who got the sugar daddies going on, and they don't care. Um, you know. Oh, okay. I'm seeing comments from YouTube. Hi, Josh. He said, I have not been on a date since 1999 in high school. And you 44. Is that by choice? Hey, cuz. J Smooth in the house. I'm seeing your again, I'm sorry if I missed y'all comments. I don't know why I can't see Facebook comments anymore. He said maybe snow on top, but still a little fire down below. Hello. That's what I'm saying. You can still be active above 60. I love that though. It might be a little snow up top, but it's fire down below. Look, put that on a t-shirt. I'm buying it. Okay? Put that on the t-shirt because I'm here for it. Taylor, okay, Justin said, I'm married now. I'm 37, but if I was single, my age limit is 37 to 45. Okay. Okay. I think that's decent. So that's around your age. So you're saying like 0 to 8 years. That's around that 8 year gap, right? Am I doing my math right? Yeah. So, and I said 10. So I feel you on that. Like I'm 37. So I wouldn't go past a 10-year gap. I don't think so. That's 47. I won't go past 47, but I think I will boost it up because I don't think I will go 10 years my youth. Even though these young ones out here, listen. I'm just saying, but I don't think I could go down to 27. I think I want to stay in the 30s, you know, or almost 30, like knocking on 30. For me personally, at my age, yes. She said, I don't know why I said I'm 37. I'm 35. Okay, we 35 plus two. Look, because we do have the same birthday. Okay, why you telling our age, girl? Why you lying about our age? Listen, I can't with y'all. I cannot with y'all. I cannot with y'all. These comments has me. I wish I can post these comments up here because y'all cutting up. Oh, okay. So I love this. So let me read this and what it says about the age difference really quick about what this is what the world is saying apparently. Socially acceptable age difference for partners goes like this. For a partner younger than you would take your age, basically take your age in half. So divide your age by 2 and then add 7. Okay? So the age where you should date somebody younger, cut your age in half and add 7. What's that number looking like for y'all? What is that number looking like for y'all? Oh yeah, you 88. That's right. I'm just seeing your things. So we 1 year apart. I thought we was the same age. So we 1 year apart. Okay. So see, Jessica said that age is 24. Never. Hey, friend, Nene, Lanice. That age will be 30. She said, "Oh, H now." Okay. Willie Taylor said that's not bad. Y'all think okay. Let me see my age. How old is my child? Okay, I'm 30, 37. My half is like a half. My half is like what 26 and a half. So about 20, 25, 26, 25 through 27 would be for me. Um yeah, I don't think I want to go. I would go that young. Um the little countryness just came out of me then because I don't know why it took me there because I felt like that it yeah. But yeah, I don't think I would go that young. I think I would stay above like I give leeway to the brink of 30. If you knocking on 30, you might have a chance. Otherwise, you literally have to be knocking on 30. Okay. Carla said that would be 31. Nope. Willie Taylor said 32 is mine. I'm 50 now, so I'm not mad at that. Okay. Because you half a century and don't look like it at all. Okay. Period. She said, okay, Jessica said yours is good, Taylor. Yeah, 32 is good. That 32 is almost like perfect. That's only 5 years from me. So we would still have some things in common. We were kind of probably in high school together, or when you was coming in, I was coming out. So you know what I'm saying? It's not too bad. Cause I think that's how I think about it with me. Like I love music and dance. You know what I'm saying? Like I love so many different things, but I feel like the era I was born in is the best era. Like, cause we were born in the late 80s. We was raised in the whole of the 90s. I mean, the world was our oyster, even though we were young. Like the 90s was the best era to me. And outside of the 70s, I'm sorry, the 70s was just bomb. Okay. We'll talk about that another day. But the 90s was so I would say that was an innovative era. And we were growing with it. Like we were learning the new things that came in. Like that was the era from coming into um the technology era with the internet. Like we were that group of kids in grammar school and high school learning how to work the internet, learning what it is, dial up, going into now we have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all of that. Like we were that era that kind of like experience we still had that old school in us, but we were like the trailblazers of the technology era. So we have like the best of both worlds. So I feel like my age group from I would say like 30 to I'll give it to 40 a little bit, but some of y'all that's 40, y'all a little shaky. Y'all thought y'all was too grown for us or something. So y'all don't be vibing how we vibe. But like literally, if you were born in like 85, 86, 87, 88, we the best. Like, because we literally have the best of both worlds. So if I can't relate to that with you, I feel like we gonna be off just a little bit. Like, you gonna know a little bit about my music. I'm gonna know a little bit about yours, but and at the same time, I was a parent in 2006. So if you that much younger than me, your music you was listening to when you was in high school, I'm gonna be like, I want to listen to that. That like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't watching these cartoons because I was somebody mama. Like, that ain't nothing to brag about, but I was a mom at 18. So the cartoons and stuff I probably still would have been watching, I wasn't watching. I was putting on cartoons for my baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it'll I feel like it'll just be a barrier for me personally. So you got to be on that brink of 30 or be in that born in that era that I was born in. I just need it. If you're older, I can understand because, like I said, I love the 90s, so I wouldn't go past 10 years older than me. So that's a wrap. That's 77. Yeah, you would have to be born in 77 or up. Like, okay. That's the thing. When you can cross generations, y'all still that's the thing. When you can cross generations, y'all can still relate, even if there's a 10-year age difference. Exactly. That's how I feel. Even if it's a 10-year age difference, we can relate because we literally had the best of both worlds. We were raised, I'm 37. My parents will be 68. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. My oldest sibling is 50. So I literally had every era, every generation of genre like 4 decades before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? So, what three? My parents were born in 56. So, yeah, 3 to 4 decades was in my household all at one time. My parents was in their 20s and the 70s. That was the best time ever in life. Hearing their stories and what they did, like I've heard about all of that, seen pictures, and you know what I'm saying, know a little history from there. It's we got it. My age group got it. We're just I feel like we're we're the golden children. We the cream of the crop. In my DJ Khaled voice, we the best. Okay. So yes, I think everybody is kind of around the same thing, like 10 years or less, whether it's older or younger. We kind of boost that age up a little bit if you're younger, just for our age group. Because if you over 30, you ain't really you gonna side eye anybody that got a two in front of they like I got nieces and nephews that age. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already a great auntie. I think it just depends on where you at in life. Maybe that's what it is. Because, baby, let me tell you something. It's a lot of women in their 30s and 40s that's dating these men in their 20s, okay? A lot of celebrities. Drea then went and got her a basketball player half her age and then had a baby bam. Okay? And she said she don't care what none of y'all think. She told us to read in between the lines, baby. Because it's up and it's stuck. Willie Taylor got a question to say, would you date a social media influencer? Oh. Oh. Is that question for everybody or just for me? Drea definitely secured the bag. You hear me? Whether she with him or not, her baby straight. But would I date a social media influencer? For me personally, I would say yes. Only it depends on what kind of influencer he is. Like, what is he doing on social media? Like, is he bringing positivity? Is he shedding light and educating and informing, or is he just on here being messy and gossiping or being on YouTube pranking people? You know what I'm saying? It depends on what level. Like, what is he influencing? That would determine whether I would do it or not. Because I would definitely go stalk his page. Oh, okay. You said the influencer DMs be popping. Listen, I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard enough from me. But Sophisticated Ratchet Chats DM do be. I gave an email a couple weeks ago for people to email me topics that they want to talk about on here, and out of all the DMs and emails that I got, I probably only got like 2 topics, and I got more than 20 emails and DMs. Not saying that's like a whole lot, but literally out of the 20 plus, it was only 2 of them that actually related to the reason why you should have been DMing or emailing me. And I'm not even nowhere near calling myself a social media influencer, okay? So I'm almost sure that these social media influencers who got hella followers, they DMs popping if they fan. I ain't gonna say if they fan. A lot, people like visually challenged people. So, but I'm just saying for me, if that's what I'm looking for, if you fine, I'll be in your DMs. If that's what I'm on, you gotta be fine. So yeah. What y'all think? Would y'all date a social media influencer based on like your lifestyle right now? You have this normal lifestyle, you doing what you doing, but you bump into a social media influencer or they bump into you, you see them somewhere, I don't know. Or you hit up their DMs and they say, yeah, what's up? You going? You a date a social media influencer or no? I mean, it would definitely help get my followings up if they got a strong following. So if anything, I'm doing it for the numbers. I'm doing it for the follows. Okay, because they be out here doing that too. Let's help build up each other followers. There's 2 well-known influencers, they get together so they can like double their followers and views. That happens all the time, even with YouTube bloggers and stuff. Like, yeah, it is what it is. So there's got to be a lot of trust to date an influencer. Absolutely, absolutely. Because them DMs not gonna stop popping because they see you in a video with your partner. These people don't care that you with somebody. That's what celebrity too. Like these people don't care. They don't care that you involved. You can scream from the top of heaven that you are not single and that you're in an exclusive committed relationship, and they still gonna drop them pictures in them DMs. Okay. And that is why it's so hard today in 2024. Folks have trust issues because of what they see, hear, and they've experienced. Yes. And then I read too another reason why it's a little difficult to date, or not to date. I would say it's not difficult to date. It's difficult to date with a purpose and allow your dating um your dating cycle to elevate to something else more serious. Like, okay, we've dated, we were dating other people at first, we picked each other, we feel like we're each other's persons. Let's move to the next step. We're exclusive now. Nobody else, just me and you. We're exclusive. I.e., in a committed relationship. To me, that's what that means. If we're exclusive, there's nobody else we talking to, nobody else we giving our time to, nobody else we're being intimate with. It's just me and you. Okay. Once we get to that point, that's when it gets difficult because of this. What they were saying, why that is difficult to just like date with a purpose or date exclusively, is because where did it go? Oh, here it is. So they're basically saying with so many apps and so many options, it could be hard to just pick one person to date. Okay. So basically, they're saying like all these dating apps, and some of these apps are not even for dating anymore. They literally have apps where you can just hook up and have sex with people, not just Tinder. Like Tinder is not the only one now. It used to be Tinder. Now it's like all these other apps where you can just people got profiles just like, hey, I'm in New York City for the weekend. Who want to hook up? Which is very dangerous and scary and unsanitary to me. I don't understand. And that's another thing that's scary about dating for me. Like the cross contamination is real. Okay? It's really real, people. So you got people on these apps, they just looking to have sex. They're not looking for nothing deep. And because they can have all these options and switch up when they want to, they can get a blonde, they can get a brunette, they can get a redhead whenever they want to. It's hard for a person to be like, okay, I'm gonna just be with this one person. It's just me and you. It's too many options. It's too many options. And not just with sex. It's like you really enjoy being with this person because you have fun doing this with this person. You really enjoy this person over here because they're a foodie like you and they love to travel and try different foods over there. So you want to do that with that person. But to me, that's like, okay, that's your friend. Just be friends with them and do that. You ain't got to date them. But social media and apps are giving people too many options. They don't want to settle down. So that's what experts are saying of why dating is difficult now, because people love to have options. People like to switch up. People get bored fast. They want to keep options. So they hop around. It's dangerous, it's scary, and it's nasty, and it's very disappointing. Because if you are single and you don't have anybody that you're exclusive with already, it do make you want to call your ex. Not me, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's a lot. It can be overwhelming. I see. Like, oh, and lastly, what I wanted to say. Nope, I ain't gonna say it, y'all, because this is gonna start a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna save it for later. I was saving it for later because I gotta go, y'all. I gotta eat. I'm hungry, but I enjoyed y'all. So if you're single and you're actively dating, I pray that God brings you your person so you won't have to endure this process for too much longer. Okay. If you're single and you're not dating, you saying it's just not for you right now, I pray that when you start, it has subsided from all the shenanigans that's going on right now, and that you won't have to be in that old process too long. As for me and my house, we will continue to serve the Lord. And when I say we, I mean me. That's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Because it's y'all can have all the apps. Y'all can have Tinder. Y'all can have the 10-year older than the ones that's 10 years older, the ones that's 10 years younger. Y'all can have them. It's me and Jesus. It's me and Jesus. Okay. And if you married, God bless you and your ministry of marriage. And I hope that you would stand forever and ever so you don't have to endure this world of dating anymore. Okay. I pray that whatever the issue is, because every marriage has a little issue, has some issues, But I just hope that you stay happily married as you go through the journey. Okay. God bless you on your journey. I hope you don't have to start over. Amen. I wasn't married, but starting over after 7 years, being comfortable with somebody, I'm a little picky. Mm. And I found myself still comparing. So I might need to just hold out a little while. Yeah, I have to hold out. It's too much. I went on one date at the beginning of this year, and it was an African. And y'all, I never told nobody this. I went on a date with an African at the beginning of the year. Um, only seen me one time, and he told me he was in love with me and he wanted to just shower me with gifts and spend the rest of his life with me. I ran for the border. Cause what? I'm sorry, God. If I even said, I said, God, if I just miss my beat, I'm sorry. But you don't even know me. What? I could be a serial killer. What? So I'm just saying, like, I was like, no, I'm not ready. Cause that what's happening out here? Like, is that what's happening? Is that what Portia did? Hey, Portia, with Simon. That's why they get a divorce now. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting I'm hungry, so I'm about to get delirious. So I need to get up off of here. Yeah, run. I'm saying like that was crazy. It was creepy, and I just had to block him. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not that. I'm too old to be talking about love at first sight. No, no, no. Not when we have a language barrier. I was trying to translate everything you were saying to me this whole time. How are you in love with me? I still don't know what you said. What? I gotta go, y'all. I'm just gonna end it on that though, okay? I'm gonna need a little bit more, Jesus, not the love at first sight sweeping me off my feet. I'm gonna run every time, probably. Lord, please don't let that be the way that I found my husband. I'm gonna miss my beat every time. Jesus, please don't let that be the way. But I love y'all. Y'all done made me laugh tonight. I enjoyed talking to y'all, chit chatting with y'all about this topic. We back here next week. Let me post this link back up for you guys. Remember, we have Stretch on the Lake with iPop. I am the instructor for our Stretch on the Lake sessions at 8 a.m. every Saturday. Register to find out the meetup location where we meet and we walk over to the lake. It's a good vibe, it's a good environment. Music is playing. You also want to register in case there are any cancellations due to weather conditions or location changes. And sometimes we have little goodies and gifts to give out to those who show up. So it is important that you register, although these stretch sessions are free. Okay. We asked you to register. I did pin the comment. I pinned the comment on Facebook. So it's pinned where you can go and click on the link to register. But yeah, come and meet the iPop members, network a little bit. We have all kinds of people. This is open to women and men. Okay. It is co-ed. It's not just for women. And come and get a good stretch. I promise you, you're gonna feel so good. It starts your Saturday off right coming to do this. It's every Saturday. So even if you can't make it this Saturday, click on that link in the comment and select the Saturday that you want to attend. You can actually select the next few Saturdays that you would like to attend. So you don't have to wait till the week of. Okay. We updated the website a little bit. So yes, join us. So I hope to see some of y'all Saturday at 8 a.m. Yes, it's early, but you will not regret it. I promise you. I promise you. You're going to feel amazing when you're done. Okay. It might hurt a little bit at the beginning, but you're going to feel amazing by the time that it's over. So if I don't see you Saturday, of course, I'll see you right back here at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. I'm here getting super sophisticated with y'all. I love y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Toodles.